know not many people are even watching this, so it's kind of silly to explain myself, but I've been sick for a week and I've had a lot of family stuff come up. I mean, family stuff is probably the main reason, but I also have been sick. I have videos I have recorded and are in my editing process, ready to be edited. It's just I've been so out of it, I haven't been able to edit them. But while I was sick, I decided to come back and play The Sims 4. I have not played this game in like 3-4 months. Oh, now you want to finally do something? I have not played this game in like 3 or 4 months because I've been focusing on other games. But yeah, I have not played this game ever since starting my channel because I've been focusing on other games. I've never been good at building in The Sims 4. Genuinely have never been good. I have only been able to build stuff from reference, and even then, I was never really that good. Some of it was okay, but it was never something I truly made. Not really. So while I was sick, I decided to sit back and just wing it. This is the outside. It's a little wonky when it comes to gardening. I tried to make this like my updated futuristic dream house. Like when I was a kid, all I wanted was a balcony to walk out on, and now as an adult I want some fairy tale type of thing. I don't know, it just reminds me of something that I would see in a fairy tale. Yeah, this is the backyard. This is from the back view. I wanted a hot springs instead of a pool because, let's be honest, who wouldn't want essentially a giant hot tub? I have never been good at designing the backyard. In fact, this took me so long. I knew I wanted this, and this corner came together pretty simple. I'm on the roof. It's pretty simple. Like, I added these little flowers around it because it just made it look prettier. And I added this little birdhouse in the tree because I knew I wanted like these cherry blossoms. But I really didn't know what to do on the side yards, so I decided to stick planters because why not? I would actually grow fruit and vegetables. I added a campfire even though that wasn't my original plan. And I just thought as I was thinking on what to put here, I thought about making like an enchanted fairy garden. Really bad with that. It was absolutely horrible. So I just thought, well, if I wanted to have kids in the future, what would my kids want? Or more specifically, what would my child itself want? So I gave myself, or specifically, my Sims self, this little ball pin, sandbox, little slides, swings, comfortable fucking swings, ladder to go up here, and it has string lights all around, nice and pretty at nighttime even. I'm gonna start on the first floor, but this is like my breezeway area and it's connected to the garage. Ignore this car. But there's a little door attachment with like this tool area, this bench area, but it's a door attachment that leads directly into the pantry so that when you unload groceries from your car, your imaginary groceries, because this is The Sims 4 and they don't drive their cars or go and get groceries like that, but you unload them and you can push them through this little door and then they're already in the pantry. They have the pantry stuff. This is the big kitchen that I will not be using the most of. Coda cooks actually more than the two of us. I can cook, I'm just not as good. We have a little dining area, food area for pets. We have a gym. This was originally a room that was supposed to connect to the basement, and then I found out I made the outside of the house so massively big that I was actually just struggling to figure out what I was going to put in every room. So I made this little gym. It does weirdly look out to the backyard while you work out, but oh well. There's a little coffee bar, not very well decorated, but this little dining, why did I say dining? This little sitting room with the two long ass couches separated by a round coffee table with now I just realized is off-centered. This is not middle. Oh my god. But this is a painting, TV, a little chandelier, cat scratching post for my cats. This leads to the back porch where we have this is called a grill. And this little outdoor seating area. This is part of the entrance area, so from when you leave the breezeway, you have the upstairs stairs. The kitchen goes in here, 2 areas, so kids run by the fireplace. This little general entrance area. I didn't really know what to do with this kind of landing pad, so I stuck a table and I stuck sunflowers on that table, and then I made this cool design with 2 rugs. And then there's an homage to the fact that me and my boyfriend are both weebs, so there's that. There is the only bathroom on this floor, and I stuck a litter box in here kind of rustfully because I forgot that I should have litter boxes around the house for the cat. That was my bad. Other than that, it's not that bad. There's a bidet in every single bathroom because why not? I don't actually own one, but wouldn't be opposed to it. Obviously have the blinds. The more I look at this bathroom, the more I realize I really hate this wall tile. I wish I chose something else for it. And the floor tile, it really does not go well with anything in here. I wish I would have done more brown, I think. Or any other color other than black and gray. But you know, you live and you learn. This is probably one of my favorite rooms in the house, is the library, where I would wishfully dream about homeschooling my future children, that I obviously do not have. But wall to wall, fill as much books as humanly possible in this room. There's more bookcases around the house because obviously I would need more. This is just a general idea. Oh, I'm talking so much. I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do with this room. It was literally just a paired off room to the laundry room. This I did take as a reference off of Pinterest, just a little bit. And then the rest is just my own little design, which is basically just picking out the Sims equivalent of what was on the photo. And this room's kind of plain, kind of dull. I mean, I used it off of a reference, so it's not really much of imagination. This, I basically just threw everything in here, stuck it where it landed. Not much decorations. Like, I meant to put art on the wall. Apparently never got back to it. I meant to change out the light, never got back to it. I added kids' tables in here, though. This is the playroom, because Coda told me I should make one so that we only have to buy 1 console. So there you go. 1 console. 2 children. Just put a bunch of stuff. This was also mainly just pulled from one of the already created rooms by the Sims team. I really didn't know how I was going to decorate it, but I did know I wanted a piano in there, so I got my piano and a little gaming area and a bed for Mel. This is Coda's office. This is the office that he actually has now, just with different wallpaper and different flooring. I did that for The Sims, but this is basically his layout. He don't have a couch yet, that's what he wants to get. And no, he does not have a fish. He has a spider instead. But yeah, this is like his basic gaming setup, where he has like 2 to 3 monitors up on his desk, and all of this is basically filled with pop cans, basically Sprite and Red Bull, and his guitar. And this is my room. Not as detailed as my actual, like I actually have carpet in here instead of this flooring and this wallpaper. But yeah, I basically just have a desk and bookshelves. And I have not changed anything in this build because I didn't know what else to add in here. I don't usually keep much stuff other than like my photography stuff, which I have not been working on because I've been making YouTube videos. It's really hard to perfectly balance multiple hobbies at the same time. Let's go upstairs, where we get met with this little landing pad. We have a thermostat, so we can mess with it upstairs. This is the guest room. I knew I wanted a guest room in case like family come and visit. I don't know. This is all based off of like a dream idea. I'm never gonna own a house this big. Let's just start there. I'm never gonna own a house this big. This is just like my fun old imaginary thing that I made while I was sick. And I made this little setup. I remember my grandma having this exact setup where it has mirror, rug, plant. She had that in her room too. And I see this everywhere in most basic photos that I see of bedrooms. It's always mirror, plant, rug, and then like little bunk beds for kids. There is a bathroom, again with another litter box. Conveniently enough, one of my favorite bathrooms, other than, the litter box is always very uncomfortable. But I just kind of really like the layout of this bathroom, uniquely enough. It has my tub that I have actually at our house. We have a tub and a shower separately. Most of this layout is genuinely our main bathroom. Our bathroom connected to our bedroom, because I love the layout so much, so obviously I'm gonna recreate it over and over again because I like it. This is my imagination of our bedroom. It is horrible. I absolutely hate it. This area is fine. There's nothing wrong with this. It has a TV, it has a bed, little divided area, it has my alarm clock that I absolutely need, which would be my phone. It has little lamps, tissues, because we always get sick. This is for sickness. And yeah, the whole, like even the back part I kind of really like. But I just didn't know what to do with the rest of this. I found myself with so much more extra space and nothing to do. So I added a bookshelf and a little reading nook area. Coda's kind of ruined this reading nook area for me, but whatever. And there's a cat tower for the cat. We have a walk-in wardrobe, a walk-in closet with the dressers, and that walks into the bathroom. So that when you go to take a shower, in case you forgot anything, just walk into the closet. Kind of inconvenient for when you have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night. You have to walk through the closet, but yeah, whatever. I saw it in a movie once, and I've wanted something like this since I was a kid too. So this is pretty much one-to-one the exact layout of our actual bathroom. Moving on to this room, this is a nursery. So I made two nurseries, one that's supposed to represent summer and one that's supposed to represent winter. So like depending on when the baby was born. This is the summer one. Originally I had both cribs underneath the window, but I have also heard that's a really bad place to keep your cribs because, what if there's strong winds and the glass breaks, yada yada yada. So the cribs are now in the middle of the room. There is a makeshift changing table because I do not have growing together, so I found a base game alternative. I still have this laundry basket here because I think you're still able to use reusable diapers if you have laundry days. I have this little reading nook here where the toddlers can sit down and you can read little books to them. I have these two wardrobes next to whatever this is supposed to be, just more organization. This is something I got off the gallery. I thought it would be cute for this room. Same with this. This is literally just on the wall. I just stuck. Oh, I made it disappear. Oh, it came back. But yeah, I just stuck that underneath the painting. I decorated the walls with decals to try to make it as wallpaper, and it's very much used in the next room. This one was very chained because I didn't know how to make waves. I really wanted it to feel like it's by like the ocean side. This rug has always reminded me of sand, and the curtains kind of reminded me of the waves. So I just stuck the clouds as like a nice, cool, cloudy day. This is the winter room. This is more warm. And you have the same reading nook as you did in the summer one. Same changing table, just different color schemes. I didn't have any cool curtains that I could make that reminded me of winter, so I just went with black because it's white. The snow is usually nice and bright, but I've always like bundled up into a blanket and always liked the dark, cold nights. Like that's always something that reminds me of winter. Like that sounds horrible, but I love that. Like just bundled up inside. But yeah, these are the nurseries for the imaginary children of the summer and winter babies. We have the kids' bathroom over here. This I made a makeshift shower. I tried to make it very kid festive. I added my favorite tub again, even though that was really unnecessary. I tried to use anything else, but then it felt like, I don't know, it was just like this wide open space. So big tub it is. And another bidet and a medicine cabinet mirror instead of a plain mirror, because you imagine you probably throw a lot of medication that you would need for your children, like especially cold medication, especially when I just had a cold. This is the winter baby's older bedroom. Like when they grow up, this is what I imagine that they would grow into, because you now have this full-size fancy ass bed. Bookshelves, so I was kind of picturing dark academia, but I have no idea if I actually achieved that. I'm not really good at making stuff on theme. I have nice winter painting. This is actually in-game. This is some stuff that I've gotten from the game, like this. I think this was an update. We have the nice dark wardrobe. Yeah, I have no overhead light. It's all just lit by lamps because I figured the nice, dark, moody vibes that I was going for from the nursery should be carried over. And also, I just really like dark rooms like this. I don't like using overhead lamps and lights anyway. I prefer lamps. So I obviously had to do the exact opposite when I did with summer. This is uniquely a smaller bedroom. Hence why it's a single bed, so I can kind of fit a little bit more in here. But it is very, very bright. But conveniently, the only overhead light is just off at the side of this corner next to this mirror. Which I think I gave a mirror in this one too. I did. It's the plant mirror rug combination with a lamp next to it instead. And this one has this hanging plants. I figured plants could also tie in very well with the ocean vibes that I was going for in the nursery. So I have a shit ton of plants in here, and I added this because it felt like very spring, summer wagon. Conveniently, I did not know this was base game. So cute. Also did like this wave wallpaper. This was originally what I was gonna do for the nursery before I decided on this ombre wallpaper. So I was glad I was still able to use it in here. Both children have a desk. very obviously different types of desk. I always see this as like a speaker. I think this is only a lamp, but that's dumb. It should be like a smart speaker. So I obviously added that for the summer baby, and have them have a little bookshelf, but not much books. Like they read, but not a lot. Not as much as this simply. Oh yeah, I tried to hide the matchy. Some stuff that I had in here got deleted. I realized the stuff that I had in here, like I had plants blocking these off, it got deleted. At some point when I was adding stuff, it probably got deleted. So that sucks. Yeah. This was an attempt on a house that I have never done before, and just completely winged. Other than I looked up a reference picture, so I knew that this type of roofing kind of exists on Pinterest. And I referenced a laundry room. And this was already really pre-made from The Sims 4. And this is technically from real life. But everything else in this entire house is completely from me just throwing stuff together. I don't have a recording of me building it because you don't want to see that. I promise you do not want to see that. It's a mess. I somehow was able to build this house. Think I can build it as something else like this? It's dead wrong. I don't even know how I did this. I was sick, and I somehow managed to do this. Like, I didn't even build this from any reference. I just winged it. I was like, oh, cool, this goes here, this goes here. I wanted to blend this together, so these are windows. Like, I'm really happy about it. I just know I'll never be able to build anything like this again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is on the gallery. Let's see if I can pull it. Yeah. This is my Sims name, I believe. So if you are interested in downloading it or seeing this horrific thing, this is also something I made without a reference, somewhat. See, this is the standard I was used to. I was proud of this. I hate this. But, oh yeah, I also made, conveniently enough, I also made the 1000 Sunny for One Piece. I made this on my PS5. So if you want to see how I built with my controller, you can check out this too.